Trading stocks, options on stocks, futures, options on futures, and retail off exchange foreign currency transactions, Forex, involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by historical tests of strategies, is no guarantee of future performance or success. There is a possibility that you may sustain a loss equal to or greater than your entire investment, regardless of which asset class you trade, equities, options, futures, or Forex. Therefore, you should not invest or risk money that you cannot afford to lose. Trade Guide Limited is an authorized representative of Forex Max Limited and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority number 229906. G'day folks, this is Danny Younes from superchargewhitecoffeesa.com. I'm the author of Supercharge Your Trading and Investment Account using Wyckoff Volume Spread Analysis. Today's video, just wanted to have a look at the Aussie dollar versus the US dollar, and what I've got here is the 1 hour chart, and just wanted to go through where weakness has appeared on this chart and why I'm starting to look for shorting opportunities with this currency pair. Now, as you can see here, folks, right, we see that the Aussie was in a uptrend. Okay, so down from about the 73.70 level, it rallied all the way up to around about the 76.20 level or 30 level or thereabouts. Okay, but we've started to see some weakness appear back on the 14th of June. Okay, that's when the weakness started to appear in this currency pair. Now, what we have here, folks, is we had a widespread up bar which closed on the highs. The volume was ultra high. Okay, now the VSA principle that we got was supply coming in. Okay, a sign of weakness 26, supply coming in. Okay, so now that tells us that there is certainly some selling happening in the background. All right, so the next bar has to be a down bar, which in fact it was, and it also gave us a sign of weakness, right, which was no result from effort. So as you can see here, if we zoom in, they've tried to rally the price up, right, but it's closed on the lows. Okay, so that is certainly weakness occurring. We got the very next bar, right, a similar type of bar. I would call this a up thrust because it opens on the lows, they rise the price, and then it closes on the low. Okay, so there is certainly weakness occurring here. Okay, now this bar here, we start to see even lower volume. Okay, on this down bar, and we had this upthrust type bar as well, which is certainly on very low volume. Okay, so at this stage there is no selling pressure. Okay, at this stage. Okay, look at the volume. The volume is quite low here, so really there's no fuel to drive it down. Okay, so what we see is a up bar on also, below average volume, and then after that we get this ultra wide, ultra high volume down bar. Okay, this would have been a news announcement. Okay, now the signal that we got on this bar was a sign of weakness 58, a trap up move. Now what they do here, folks, is when professional money want to start selling, they need to create a level of activity so that the retail traders start to buy. Okay, so as you can see here, there's the open. They've driven the price up, okay, which is trying to get the retail traders to go long. Okay, and with the price going up, the retail traders will go long because they say, okay, yep, we've got an up bar here, and now this is starting to move up, so it looks like, this is going to go even higher. But what they do is they get all the retail traders in, and they slam the price down. They slam it down, trapping all the traders that have gone long. Okay, so this a bar here with this trap up move is a serious sign of weakness. Okay, now even though it was not a confirmed weakness, okay, it's still very, very serious. Okay, and once you get ultra high volume bars occurring like this bar here and this bar here, then you'll normally see that's probably the furthest where price will go. Okay, so the price gets slammed down. Now, normally when you see areas of ultra high volume, these areas get tested. Okay, so we can see the price went sideways for a few bars, and then they pushed the price up again. Now, it wasn't on high volume. All right, the bar closed off its highs, and the next bar was down. So there's certainly selling there. Right, there is selling in the background. Okay, because back here there was ultra high volume. There was certainly selling in the background. Okay, and there's going to be a change in behavior in this currency pair. Okay, so what you normally find is that price normally, mushrooms over. So if we zoom in here, you, you'll see what I mean. Price will mushroom over. All right, you'll see price. They bring it down. They'll test. They drive the price back up to see if there's any more buyers. All right, if there's no more buyers, they drive the price back down. Okay, so that's that's what normally happens in the when you get a serious sign of weakness, they mushroom the price over and then they start to drop the price. Okay, so what I do in this situation, okay, is I place a trigger, my trigger point below on the low of this ultra high volume bar, because that bar is the biggest volume in quite some time. If I squeeze the chart in, okay, if I squeeze the chart in, that is the biggest volume on the chart for quite some time. So that is my trigger point. Okay, and what I wait for is the price to break down, right, and give us a sign of weakness. Well, it did give us a sign of weakness here, but it was not a confirmed sign of weakness. Okay, we got a sign of weakness 10, a up thrust. Okay, but the next spot where we got a sign of weakness was right here. All right, sign of weakness 199, no demand. Okay, and we can see if we look at the volume, right, that the volume was certainly low, lower than the previous two bars. And we saw the price of the Aussie dollar fall away. Okay, so that was one trading opportunity there. Okay, now it's reached this level here about 75.40, and it's acted as a level of support. Okay, so it's come down to this level. We got a test after shakeout that drove the price higher. We got New Zealand interest rates here. That's that bar there. But then you see price come back to test, bounces off that support level. They come back to test once again. We get a test. They drive the price up and then they drive it back down. Now we are seeing price has come below this support level. So that's why I've got this line here, this horizontal line. So price has now broken beneath our support level here, and now I'll be looking for signs of weakness to go short. So if I bring up the Smart Center Pro, right, we can see that the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 and 30 minute and 4 hour are all trending down. Okay, the 1 hour chart, okay, one more down bar, all right, we will have trend alignment on the 1 hour as well. Okay, so I'm looking for signs of weakness, right, to take a short trade in this currency pair. Now, looking at the 4 hour, right, if we continue to see weakness here, then this bar is looking like the bar that we had on the 1 hour chart, the trap up move. Okay, you see they've marked the price up and they've driven it down. So if we continue to see weakness for the next 22 minutes or so to the top of the hour, then this bar will be a trap up move. Okay, so, and that's a severe sign of weakness, and we could see the Aussie, right, fall down, and likely levels we could see are, of course, the 75 cents level, 75.10 to 75 cents. That's the first level, and then coming down towards the 74 and a half level. That's where we're likely to see price come down to. Okay, so they're the key levels over the next few hours. If we continue to see weakness, if we start to see strength, okay, then I would expect price to come back up and test our trigger point here, which is at 75.87. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at with the Aussie dollar. All right, here's our weakness. There's the weakness in the background. Okay, it's broken beneath our trigger point. It's given us signs of weakness, and now it's broken out of this consolidation range and looks poised to move lower. Okay, so looking for signs of weakness below that 75.41 level. Okay, folks, any questions at all? Please shoot me through an email to info@superchargewyckoffvsa.com. Okay, folks, have a great trading day, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye for now.